Sevastok. I'm Petra, singer-songwriter, music producer. I react to music, I make music, I talk about music, and today I'm diving headfirst deep in the rabbit hole of Band-Maid. So today I'm checking out Wonderland from the Japanese metal band called Band-Maid, and this is the official live version, not the studio track. This song was recommended to me by a supporter on my Buy Me a Coffee page. Thank you so much. Where you can also support the channel and recommend me some songs that you think I really need to hear. I love making content with the club, and you're the club. You nice, intelligent, music lover person with a good taste. Band-Maid has been mentioned by a lot of you guys, especially the Warning fans, and I've got to say, I am curious. Wonderland comes from Band-Maid's 2019 album, Conqueror. And from what I know, it's one of those songs that shows off what can they do as musicians. Lyrically, it deals with confusion and frustration, not being understood, which I always love to hear reflected in the arrangement and production. I don't really listen to Japanese music that often. I'll occasionally put on a vinyl mix of 60s and 70s Japanese jazz, just because they are like a time capsule in a peaceful, slightly liminal and nostalgic way. So this is my first ever time that I listen to this band. So let's get into tight ties, pretty dresses, and the endless frustration of miscommunication. I could say it. Did I mention that it's steaming hot in the studio and I'm still wearing pants for you guys? Yes, I'm a hero. Let's roll.
偶発的な言葉じゃないとちゃんと証明してほしいの短絡的じゃ好みじゃないの触れてみせてよ Let me breathe you
I like how powerful this opening was. Super profesh. I'm intrigued. Also nice costumes. These Japanese people, they can do costumes so well. Japanese people can do anything so well. They can even build toothpick statues like an art form of life. This riff and rhythmic feel is super interesting. It is not something that you would expect from a song like this. Already, arrangement-wise, this is much more complex than I anticipated it to be. I'll just appreciate them doing this in these heavy costumes. Performing in these costumes, it's not an easy feat to do. Wow, this was a proper phrase. I like this. It's usually not my cup of tea. Every single piece of music that intrigues me in some way as a musician is captivating to me. And this track is already like alternating between different rhythms. The asymmetric rhythm of the first verse is already creating this perpetual movement that is a good way of expressing frustration. And if I look at the lyrics, they are singing, of course, in Japanese, and I'm looking at a translation. These lyrics are very dreamlike, and I feel like the lines floating after each other like clouds. So they are not necessarily directly linked together. Maybe just the first couple of lines. It's actually something very clever, because when there is a miscommunication, oftentimes everybody's saying what they are meaning. And because they are failing to see the other person's perspective, what they are saying are just floating next to each other and never meet. So thematically, I dig it. That was a super nice story from the bass player. It's also very interesting and exciting how they are switching back and forth from the asymmetric rhythm, which is led by the bass player. So for the bass player, I say, wow. The asymmetry sometimes can bring the feel of imbalance, and your brain is automatically searching for support, and it creates a very new and exciting feeling if you are very much used to listening to the 4/4 beats of 90% of the music of the world. And it can be a powerful musical tool to express what you want to express. As a listener, you have a lot of expectations about what's going to happen in the music. And if what you expect happens, it can be cathartic. But also, if something unexpected happens and you get out of balance, it is the most exciting feeling in your brain. It's like tingling. It is very much like flirting. Also, the visuals of this recording is very dim and mysterious. I want to stop and appreciate how well this live performance is recorded. As I am listening in my ears, I can clearly hear how the different instruments were panned to the right, to the left. They were not shy to put this very nice guitar riff or melody that is played in this section to the right, very much to the right. And then the heavy distorted bass and the rhythm guitar on the left side. The voice sits nice and easy in the middle, and that way it's not overwhelming, but wide and clear, and has the maximum effect of what it can have. I wonder if it was the same feeling in the venue, but listening to this, I just want to give a pat on the shoulder to the sound guy and the sound engineer and the mastering engineer who worked on this.
Just
So, what I wanted to point out is the unique arrangement of this song. Probably for the second and third listen, I would be able to clearly distinguish the chorus part, but it doesn't really feel like a classic song structure by any means. It is full of little transitioning sections. Something happens there, a guitar riff, a bass solo, a little rhythm play, something turns. And then it picks it up again, and you can just get yourself in the mosh pit and really enjoy it. This shows me that the person who wrote this has a composer brain instead of a pop musician brain. And I really like that about metal. So overqualified musicians grab the guitar and sit behind a set of drums and grab a bass, and they come together, and from these very simple setups, they create complex, interesting, intriguing, emotionally and mentally stimulating music. And the other thing I was thinking about while I was listening to this is that the combination of the singer's voice and the music itself is unique. In the sense that if you hear her voice, it's not a rock and roll voice. It's not a metal voice. It is a very nice, strong, I would say mezzo-soprano voice. And she is projecting her voice very well. And this is not an easy song to sing. I bet. Like, I haven't listened to loads of it, and I'm trying to take in every single little detail, but I can already tell that you gotta have a good pair of lungs. To the Wonderland. She belted out like no one's business. There is so much happening in this song that I wish I had the time to listen to it again and just pick it out bit by bit. But unfortunately, I don't have the time right now to do that. However, if you are interested in more detailed reactions and commentary and just want to munch on the details with me together, I am thinking about starting a monthly or a bi-monthly stream. If you are interested in such a thing, let me know, and maybe I can cook up something over here or on my Buy Me a Coffee page. That was a journey. I think I grew a couple of brain cells while I was listening to this. So thank you for the brain cells. If you like this video, you can give it a good old like. If you like this content, subscribe, and I welcome you to the club. You can support this channel by subscribing, a super thanks, or on my Buy Me a Coffee page, and listening to my music on every streaming platform of your desire. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Yo, listen up, here's a rap about rain. When the clouds gather, it's nature's refrain. Drops fall from above, hitting the ground. The rhythm of the storm, a beat so profound.